Welcome back, Rangers. Right now we're going to be looking at the section on page 23, which is serving others. Unfortunately, we will not be able to do the section as we are currently under lockdown. Same applies for the section on page 25, making friends. We also are not able to make friends at the moment because we are on lockdown. However, if you have any creative ways or means in which you can make friends during this time, please, by all means, do not hesitate. Go ahead, do it. Just remember to keep a proof of how you made your friend and document it in the book as well. Now, moving on to health and fitness. We are required to spend 5 consecutive days in quiet time with God for at least 8 minutes without any electronics, books, or distractions, and reflect on the ways God has touched our life in the last 24 hours. Once you have completed that section, you then need to talk to a friend and tell them how you felt during your 8 minutes of quiet time. Once that is done, you also need to keep a sleep logbook for 7 days. So what you need to do there is to record the time that you slept, went to bed on the first day, the time that you woke up on the second day, and calculate the number of hours that you were asleep for, and do that for 7 days continuously. On page 29, part D requires us to find an article on how lack of sleep affects the body and also make a presentation about what you have learned. So you need to find an article. You can find an article online. You can find it in a magazine. You can find it in a book as well. And you need to read that article, write a short summary of how lack of sleep affects you, and make a presentation based on that. You also need to read a text from either Exodus, Ezekiel, Isaiah, or Matthew for part E. Lastly, you need to discuss the following in a group. However, because, again, we are currently under lockdown, you will not be able to engage in a discussion. So that section will be done with you and your counselors once we resume churches. Same applies for the first aid honor, as well as the basic water safety and the beginner honor, swimming beginner honor. Thank you.
Thank you.